Hey guys, today I'm doing another poem. Our poem's name is Daarom by Deur Ilna Stander. I'm going to read the poem in Afrikaans first and then I'm going to do the English translation and then after that I am going to discuss the poem with you. Daarom deur Ilna Stander. My profiel is 'n spieelskrikker, my vel 'n dermatoloog se droom. My arms en bene mislik lank in die pad. My bolip se dons bleek. Tussen meisies die groot krater. Daarom antwoord ek nie met my deursaam stem nie. Kruip ek eerder onder my kuif, ononderhandelbaar weg. En oefen ek agteraf my afsakbroek stap. Daarom bid ek die tyd om. Intussen donder ek deure toe. Okay, now for the English translation. My profile is a mirror scarer. My skin, a dermatologist's dream. My arms and legs, miserably long and in the way. The fluff on my upper lip is pale. In the company of girls, always the big joke. Therefore, I don't answer with my breaking voice. Rather, I will, behind my fringe, non-negotiable, hide, and behind everyone's back, practice my pants-sagging down walk. Therefore, I pray the time away. In the meantime, I will slam doors. Okay, so this poem is about a boy going through puberty, high school phase, teenager boy. The whole poem, he described how he's looking and what's happening around him. This boy is feeling very self-conscious about himself and also how he looks and how his skin is looking and everything that's happening in his life. The theme of this poem is puberty, self-consciousness, and the frustration of a teenage boy. It is a ek spreker. It is a first person speaker because they are using words like ek and my throughout the poem. This poem consists out of 3 stanzas and 14 lines, and there is no rhyme scheme. Okay, I'm going to start with stanza 1. My profiel. Profiel is the outside part of your face. So if I turn like this, the side view of my face is my profiel. Is 'n spieelskrikker. Spieelskrikker means he gets a fright every time he looks in the mirror. Hy skrik as hy in die spieël kyk. It means he's not a very attractive guy. Then line 3, my vel 'n dermatoloog se droom. He means this in a half sarcastic but also ironic way. It is sarcastic because like, yeah, sure, my skin is every dermatologist's dream. But the irony here is, if it's someone's dream, then it means it must be pretty, but obviously it's not, and he's very self-conscious about his face and his skin. And then also, it's a dermatologist's dream, a dermatoloog se droom, because the dermatologist is going to make a lot of money from this boy. Die dermatoloog gaan baie geld maak. Line 4. My arms en bene mislik lank in die pad. So usually girls go through their puberty phase and their growing phase and everything between the age of 12, 13, 14, and then boys only start here 14, 15, 16 and onwards. So where this boy is now, he's growing very fast and his arms and legs is suddenly out of proportion long for his body, or it feels like that, and he feels uncomfortable. Hy voel lank en lomp. He doesn't have a great balance currently with his body growing and everything. And then line 5, my bolop se dons bleek. Um, with puberty and his age where he's at, he's starting to grow a mustache. Um, but there's nothing really, there's no hair yet, actually, not enough, actually, or whatever. Um, so it's still pale and thin, and like I just said, not a lot of hair. And then line 6, tussen meisies die groot krater. When he's between girls or close to girls or with girls, he feels strange. He feels uncomfortable. He doesn't feel lekker. And then there's two explanations for die groot krater. Krater is to make a joke of yourself. Not on purpose, but yeah, it's just the way it is. So he gets teased a lot. He's the big joke of the party. And then the second explanation for krater means an ugly skin. So when we say there's die maan is vol kraters, sorry, um, then it means that there's a lot of like marks on the moon, and it's exactly the same with his skin here. He doesn't have a pretty skin, so yeah. And then we carry on to stanza 2, line 7. Daarom antwoord ek nie met my deurslaand stem nie. 7 and 8. Daarom, the first word of line 7, is a repetition of the title. Die titel word herhaal. Antwoord ek nie met my deurslaand stem nie. He's at this age where his voice is busy breaking. So sometimes he will just like talk and then suddenly his voice going to a high pitch and then it goes back to normal and then it's deep and then it's normal and then it's high and okay, so he's at that age. So he decided it's better for him to just be quiet and not talk to a lot of people so they won't tease him because he's very scared of what his voice is going to do while he's busy talking. Line 9. Kruip ek eerder onder my kuif ononderhandelbaar weg. So for this age, it is fashion to have like this long fringes. Let me check with my, I don't have a fringe, so I can't really do it. But it's like this, and then it just walks on, hiding underneath his hair. So there's again two explanations for this. The one is because he's very shy, and it's fashion. And the other one is it hides his ugly skin. So if you walk around like this, underneath your fringe or whatever, then you hide away what's going on with your skin. Then line 10 starts with ononderhandelbaar weg. It means that's non-negotiable. That's the only thing in this whole poem where he puts his foot down. He's not going to cut off his fringe, no matter what his mom, the teachers, or whoever tells him to or ask him to. He's not going to cut his fringe. That's why it says non-negotiable, ononderhandelbaar. Then line 11 and 12, en oefen ek agteraf my afsakbroek stap. And then when he's at home behind a closed door, he's practicing his walk. In Afrikaans we call it 'n traak my nie houding. It means he doesn't care attitude. So if you don't care about something, you have this swag, like, yeah, I don't really care, I'm just going to carry on, whatever. And that's what he's practicing at home, when no one can see him or hear him or knows about him. And then line 12, my afsak broek stop, means again for teenagers apparently it's fashion for their pants to be like not on their waist but a bit lower than that, where the jockeys or whatever show at the back. And then line 13, Daarom bid ek die tyd om. Again, it starts with Daarom, which is the title, and it's the repetition of the title. Bid ek die tyd om. He decides he's just going to bite on his teeth en hy gaan vasbyt en hoop dit gaan vinnig verby. To pray for the time to pass quicker, he hopes that time passes quicker so that all of this will end soon. Then stanza 3 is alone. There's only one line for the whole stanza to put emphasis on how the speaker is feeling by now. Intussen donder ek deure toe. In the meanwhile, until time can pass, until everything can pass and I can just be a normal boy without uncomfortable long limbs or fluff on my upper lip, or until my voice is normal and doesn't shake and do high and low pitches, until all of that can happen, he's slamming doors. Donder ek deure toe. That means he's emotional. His hormones is on a roller coaster. He's constantly in a bad mood. Hy's kwaad vir almal. Hy's altyd in 'n slegte by. Hy voel magteloos. He's feeling like helpless, or no, not really helpless, but he's feeling like there's nothing he can do to change his situation. He just needs to go through it and just work with it. There's nothing he can do about it. Like I just said, strofe 3, stanza 3 is alleenplasing. It is alone to put emphasis on the speaker's emotion. Dis alleenplasing om te beklemtoon hoe die spreker nou voel. Okay, then I'm quickly going to go up to line 3 and line 5 in stanza 1. In line 3, there is an example of alliteration, dermatoloog and droom, the two D's. Then in line 5, there is another example of alliteration, bo-lip en bleek, the two B's. I told you the title is about a boy that's got a bad, he's not feeling good about himself, he's very uncomfortable, he's going through puberty. I told you it's the eerste persoonsverteller or the ek-spreker. I told you it's about the frustrations about a teenage boy. And I told you that it's 3 stanzas and 14 lines. This is again only part 1. I'm going to upload a part 2 as well for this video, where you can see my poem with my notes that you are welcome to use in your book and on your poem. Thank you.